Welcome everyone to an arena video. I'm Andrea Mengucci, and this video is sponsored to you by Wizards of the Coast and channelfireball.com. Esperone even when Kithis was good around, and I actually had some success with it. Why Mortify instead of D-Spark? Because D-Spark does not kill Trail of Crumbs. What do you think about Mono Blue deck? I don't have any thoughts, sorry. Alright, this is the awkward part of the deck where you have to go Island, Todd Erasure, Basilica Balance. Like, we can't deny that the mana base of this deck sucks. Okay? That's probably one of the reasons why this deck is not that good. Wishful Talisman is just too cute, I think. Alright, a good old mirror match to kick the day off with this deck. I wouldn't play that deck, Fey 11, but you're welcome to do so. Hello, Bifrost. What do you think about the Information Campaign instead of Basilica? Oh, they're very different cards. The reason why we play Basilica Bellhound... Oh wow, this card Cancer is inside. I'm on gold, the card discarded this. That's unexpected. Basilica Bellhound, the reason why I play it is to gain life and have a blocker against aggressive deck. And the reason why this deck is very good against aggressive deck is for Basilica Bellhound. Alright, I would say my opponent hand is very poopy. I would say that I want to land. I'm not gonna play Basilica Bellhound into Enter the God Eternal here. A Light Temples, it will get way better, Doom. Definitely better, yes. Definitely better. We're just waiting for that. Patiently. I think I'll discard all the Murderer's Rider. This is actually nice. Is it nice? Yeah, I think it's nice. You might wonder, why, Mango, did you keep that card on top? It's not good. Yes, it is not good, but this matchup usually it just ends up being like whoever has more like gas. Now I'm doing a very common play with this deck, which is Fail Wishing for a land. And now I am setting up for the turn where I'm going to go Basilica Bellhound, Tyrant's Scorn. Or just Fail Wishes, Tyrant's Scorn. Alright, this Cry. Gift of Interest is a good one. I might have this in the sideboard instead of Castle Ardenville, I don't know. I have to decide what to put in my sideboard for sure. I could have also just discarded Enter God Eternal over Murderer's Rider. The game would have probably be way easier. I just took a very slow and like steady route. It's actually not that steady and slow, it's just whatever route. I'll tap out here. I don't care about Dovin's Veto. I just want to make them rain this. I just want to play like Basilica Bellhound forever here. Midnight Clock. This is a pretty powerful card. Narset also very good in this matchup. I mean, Doom, our friend Lee Shitian went 5-1, top 32 the Twitch Rivals with their take on Mono White. Okay, do I want to cast Failed Wishes? I don't think so. Very likely my opponent will minus to the Narset and we're gonna Dovin's Veto the card that they take. Granted that I wouldn't play Mono White, but you still can play it. Tyrant's Scorn is definitely not that threatening. Keep on attacking. I don't need to necessarily... I guess next turn I can worry about this. Because this turn I put 2 counters. Yeah, next turn I can go Fail Wishes for Disenchant. I'm just gonna play some Basilica Bellhound here. That's good. I generally... I don't know when's the last time that I called Lee Shitian that good. Despite his, a good teammate. He's always choosing decks that I not perceive as good. Although he wins with them very often. So we might just have like different opinion on the game Magic the Gathering. Okay. This card has how many counters on it? 7. I'm going to go Fail Wishes for Disenchant here. And disenchant the Midnight Clock. Bouncing a turn, I'm bouncing Musical Valance is not ideal, but I'm not going to go after it. I'm planning on disenchanting the Midnight Clock. So we go Granted. And we go Disenchant. And I'll play a top land. And then I'll pass. We got Planar Cleansing. Planar Cleansing is a... Yeah, I mean, it's a card that we can play, for sure. But against which one would you sideboard it in? Or leave it in the sideboard to get with Field Wishes? I think we already have enough expensive cards to get with Field Wishes. Yeah, I'd probably just counter this. I don't know what I'm looking for. But I'm just gonna play Field Wishes and, you know, the game will slowly go in my favor. So the Abzan Cat Open deck with Doom Foretold. Or when X1 and missed. Ah, that's unlucky. No, I did not see it. But I don't know, it just seems like something. I had 2 Dovin's Veto in my hand. That's why I played the first one very fast. Alright, control. Ugin. Elder Spell. Wow, basically nothing. It's pretty bad. Alright. I'm gonna put out 2 Kaya's Wrath and probably just keep everything else as it is. Like, Ritual Sultan Cry sucks, but I also don't want I also want to be able to answer Brazen Bar. Yeah, this is Esperone, the real and only one. I could have D-Spark, could have Kaya. Yeah. Mortify also doesn't seem great. I guess Oath of Kaya is just better. I'm gonna keep something in my sideboard. I have 2 Failed Wishes in my deck still. Granted that there's a land that I want to get very often. Or Disenchant, maybe. I want to get maybe Don't Choose Grasp. No, that's not true. I'm playing as blue-black, not Esper. Alright, it's fine. Let's keep this. Let's go. I can also get Ethereal Absolution. Midnight Clock is not very good. Yeah, Midnight Clock is a fine card. I played it in Brawl. It was actually pretty good in my Brawl deck. Carnarium stays. They have Brazen Borrower. I know it's not great, but I didn't have that many good options in this sideboard. Sigi played very well. I'm very glad. I'm very happy to see that. Sig is a very good friend of mine. We very often talk on Messenger. We even talked about before the Rivals, where he said, like, I don't have a single clue on what you play or what to play, and then we talked a little bit. I said I was playing Esper. He said I want to play Golgari. I'm like, sure. I don't think it's good, and then he just won the event. Very happy to see Sigi winning. He's definitely a player that's like a very good player that was pretty unlucky in the first part of the the year, but now it's getting back. He did very well as PT. I think he placed like 10th. He did very well in the splits, in the last 2 splits. I think I have to shock myself to leave Dovin's Veto up. Life total doesn't really matter, and if opponent plays like a Narset, I want to counter it. Gatwick the Weasand. Alright. I'll tap out to the Basilica Bellaunt, which is gonna block it pretty well. Unfortunately, Free Travels doesn't award any mythic points for him, but hopefully you will enjoy the money. There's actually a lot of money in the event, right? I placed like 110th and I won $100, so it's like more than a GP basically. And it's not more than a GP, but still. Alright, how do we deal with this? I guess with Ugin, if we manage to draw some lands. She's not gonna be guaranteed. All right, I'm going to. I was about to go Tyrant's Core and do his veto up, but I can't do that. I think I have to kill this Galvic before they Tyrant's Cornet back to hand, then draw more cards. I'm just gonna go Oath of Kaya, which is pretty bad play, but I have nothing really better to do. 10k, that's very much. That's like top 8 in an arena PT. Yeah, very good. I mean, you also have to win a big tournament, so. Alright, we're gonna make our favorite play, which is granted for land. Which is the play that you basically do every single game. Whenever the first Fear of Wishes always gets a land because yours mana screwed. I mean, that clock has 5 counters. Let's read this now. This running paper, that's 1 or more colors. Alright, I drew Thought Erasure. That's unfortunate. Should I probably take my Ogan? Or maybe not. Who knows? Definitely not bad, Doom. Definitely not bad. Alright, this card Ogan, they are all in on their midnight clock. Wow, Liliana's Triumph. I haven't seen this card in a long time. Liliana's Triumph. Alright. Counter on the midnight clock. I draw Teferi. Wait, Teferi also answered the midnight clock. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I guess I'm going to do it. Teferino. Let's bounce the clock. I want to bounce the clock here because this card can actually win them the game. I don't care if Teferino dies. Also, yeah. Mangu, I noticed earlier you're talking about Pantheon having the best players in the world, but Yui and Reed have both referred to Asbier as the best player in the world. Oh, that doesn't matter. There's no one best player in the world, you know? It doesn't matter. I guess it's just fun to follow for people at home, but at the end of the day, also Javier and Seth made big mistakes yesterday, so best players in the world, it's good because, you know, they make less mistakes than other people, but it's still not going to be a certain thing, you know? Alright. What's the play that the best player in the world would do here? I'm gonna play a 1-4 and leave up mana for Chemistry Insight and Dovin's Veto. Yes, minced up rule, because now it's the era of internet, where information is public. Whereas before, it was more, if you're good, you stay with good people, and you get better. And if you're not good, it's basically impossible for you to scale back. Alright. The Midnight Reaper, so Murderous Rider is going to attack into my Field of Wishes. I'll block. But it's a 7 mana. They pass the turn. Alright, let's play Chemistry's Insight. Miracles in Legacy is going to be a good deck for sure. Oko is still around. That's kind of annoying. Not too annoying. It's just kind of annoying. But Miracles is going to be good. I agree. Okay. I don't think I want to play a Liliana. I'd rather just play Thought Erasure. See what they have. Still on 17. They kept entering by a turn on their deck. That's awkward. Alright, Murderous Rider. That's it's probably okay. I know what, I'm not going to keep it. Alright. So I'll play a top land and pass. I don't necessarily know what to do end of turn here. They're gonna scry. He's going to scry. Yeah, definitely hoping that for a year. Always wishing the best. Both on top. Wow. Okay. Both on top is not good news. Because it means that there are no lands. So opponent is drawing a spell here. I don't have an answer. Bifrost. Usually, adding splashing red for Pyroblast makes the blue-white deck better. But if you don't have Volcanic Islands, then blue-white is going to be okay. Alright. I want to keep my Liliana close to me, so I'm gonna play Dovin's Veto, and I'm going to cast Liliana next turn. I really hope they cast this. So I'm just gonna get my value off of the Liliana immediately by minusing 4. Which usually is not a play that you'll really love to see, actually. Let me recall. Yeah. Okay, I have it now. I'm gonna go Liliana. Let me think. Okay, I have it. I'm gonna go Thought Erasure. Yeah, I'm gonna go... What do I do? Okay. I go Thought Erasure, discard the Enter God Eternal. This Midnight Clock is still on 6. We need to find an answer. Like at the Fairy, for example. Then I cast Liliana, and now the question is, what do I want to do? Because my opponent kept this card on top earlier when they scried. So it's definitely close. I could -4 and get rid of the Martyr's Raider. But Martyr's Raider isn't a problem at all. Whereas plus, I chump block with the zombie, I draw a card. But if they killed my Liliana with like the card that they scried on top, because they knew I had Liliana and Novice Veto, bad. So I think I'm gonna assume that my opponent topped an answer to Liliana, because otherwise it doesn't really make too much sense. And I'm gonna use it to kill these 2/3s. What standard deck do you think is the most fun mirror match? Most fun mirror match. It's a broad question. I'm trying to think about it, but I can't come up with anything. Hello, test dummy. Okay, what do we want to do? They have Midnight Clock on 8 loyalty. I definitely make a counter. I definitely make a counter with that. I'm going to play Canvaser's Insight. Tapping better, so I can cast a. So I can cast a. Cast schema. 3/4 or whatever if I draw it. I'll discard a Fatal Passage. Alright, I'm looking for the Fairy. That would be my best draw here. Okay, I'll pass the turn. I think blue-white is also reasonable. Okay, I'll have to make this play. So, in case you don't know about this play, guys, my opponent is trying to bounce the zombie. Return target no non-permanent, okay? That's what the Brazen Borrower says. So, if you Tyrant Scorn and return your token, what's gonna happen is that the Brazen Borrower fizzles. You might say, but Mango, you could have just killed the Brazen Borrower. Yes, that's true. But I just wanted to show you this. And hurt my chances in the meanwhile. Also, I could have destroyed it to draw a card of Liliana. Alright, I wanted to teach you something. On the other side, I radicalized myself. And that was awful. I apologize. Alright, they draw 7 cards here. But I have a Liliana in play. I could draw a Midnight Reaper to kill. Why not destroy the clock? Oh, yeah, I would love to destroy the clock. I would have loved to. Or Covert to Zurge. Porca Madosca. Among all the cards, Covert to Zurge. Oh, wow, they got Liliana. That's unexpected. Yeah, not a favorite. I definitely do not like the favorite in this game. Good morning, Cardarelli. Alright, 3, 6, basically 7 cards. If only my castle was blue. That's true, right? Maybe win the blue castle. Maybe we need a blue castle in our deck. Good night, Noob Noob. Zaka, Fenice, everybody. Godatola Kefnet. Not a very powerful card, but it's probably enough for my opponent to win the game. Make a token with a Castor Ardenvale, and I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna pass the turn. I need to keep this spark for this Liliana or just die to it. And sure, if they reveal a spell, it's good on them. There's not much I can do about it. Don't know when historic patch come in. If you're wondering why the Mango does your opponent have so many cards in it, because they resolve the Midnight Clock, which is not a bad card. Alright, gonna make a token and untap here, hoping to draw a Thought Erasure or a Dovin's Veto to protect the Spark from a counter magic. And this Caster Ardenvale is making us some tokens, but that's not gonna be nearly as good as would have been to Scry. So the first change I'm gonna make to the deck is adding a blue Scry land in the sideboard. Ritual of Soot, that might be awful. That might be like the worst draw I could have possibly thought of. That's not a land. And you might be like, wait, Mango, why do you have Ritual of Soot in your deck post-sideboard against the blue-black deck? That's a long story. It's a very long story. It's actually not that long. Alright, do we want to Oath of Kaya this? I guess I don't. Linear Control's deck is back. I think that... Oh, Madonna, I'm gonna concede to into the story. Good job, opponent. You successfully drew 4 cards at the end of my turn, paying only 4 mana. I don't have an answer. Don Fredo Unicorn. I have not been impressed with Sphinx or the Foresight when my opponent played it against me. But maybe, if you play with it, you just win some games where I feel wishes would have lost. Alright. I think it's time to cut Ritual Soot for literally everything. I don't know why I had Ritual Soot in my deck. I guess I was envisioning a play where my opponent just had like a bunch of I'm still gonna keep Crowd the Carnarium maybe? Does this make any sense? What if my opponent just beats me down with Brazen Borrower? Is that a possibility? I don't think it's a possibility. I have so much answers for those. So many answers for those. I might have... I want to have an answer for the Midnight Clock, but I also don't want to bring a Disenchant because of Fail Wishes. This Disenchant looks like a piece of garlic. You know the thing where you find between the potatoes and you feel like, oh shit, I got a garlic piece instead of a potato piece. You're upset. Maybe I get Devout the Crayon. Doesn't do much. I mean, my sideboard is not very good in this matchup, I feel. Alright, whatever. Just have Devout the Crayon. I have a question. Do you get some packs of the last expansion every week? You have to play Pasta Boy. If you play, you make the quests, and then Magic Arena will gratefully give you some free boosties. Alright, I'm gonna get a Swamp here. That I get guaranteed to play turn 2 Total Rage or turn 3 Teferi if I draw it. Well, I guess upset the garlic. I really hate garlic. It's just not a thing that I like. It tastes very bad. Alright, Thought Erasure, what do you have? Oh, Kabuya. This one is nice. I'm gonna discard Thought Erasure, and then Midnight Clock, and then just fight with the rest of the hand. Although Drowning Lock is good. Alright, I'm gonna take Thought Erasure and leave that on top. I would have... Oh, man, I didn't see this play. I forgot that I have... Madonna, I'm gonna lose because of this. I forgot that I had a Fable Passage, so the Drowning Lock will counter my Thought Erasure here. Dio Bono. I should have discarded the Midnight Clock. I forgot I had played a Fable Passage. I would have scryed anything on top, but I forgot I had Fable Passage. Alright. Let's just play a tap land then. I don't want to make them use mana profitably. Don Fredo Unicorn. Lots of people have asked me that question. I feel like... Kind of feels like I am the... Oh, wow! This could have really go better for me. I don't have an answer, Don Fredo, sorry. I have not played them. This couldn't have gone better for me. They decided to play a 3-mana morph. They decided to play a morph guy. And this way tap it out so that I can finally sneak. Sneak. No, how do you say that? Sneak. Whatever. Just take the Midnight Clock. That is actually very strong against me. Best Italian food is garlic bread. Oh yeah, whenever we take pizza with oh yeah, that's a good draw. Whenever we take pizza with the like in America, that's always like the deal with like taking garlic bread with pizza. I'm like, why? Like, why would you do that? I don't know. All right, let's cry a land to the bottom now. Murderous Rider, probably on top though because they have Liliana. I don't know. I don't have an answer right now. What did I discard? Last turn. Chemist Insight? But I don't really like discard Chemist's Insight here. I'll discard Oath of Kaya. Yeah, we got bread with more bread. I agree, Joe Com. Don't do garlic bread like that. Oh, sorry. Are these one blue-black cards I own? I think so. I think they own a lot of blue cards right now, and they're just playing them. Yeah, that's what's happening. So they have old, pretty arts on them though. I don't even know how you can get those. All right, am I just playing Liliana and getting them Murderous Rider? I think so. I think I'll just stick a 2/2 into play. I'm happy. Just because opponent could easily just discard it or counter it, so might as well just get her 6 mana 2/2. Why is seafood pizza thing? It's only a thing for tourists. Tourists that come to Italy, they get baited into ordering stuff like that. What should I play if I want to counter cut decks? You should play... Oh, that's a good draw. You should play Ethereal Absolution. That's the best thing. Is the Fairy the best draw that I could have possibly had this turn? Probably, right? Spaghetti aglio e olio. Alright, I'm gonna go end of turn Murderous Rider. Yeah, they can't go Tyrant's Court to bounce the Murderous Rider. That would be incredible if it could happen, but I have the Fairy play, so it can't happen. Alright, and the reason why I played Liliana is because I wanted to end up in these situations like 20 turns later where I have a 2/3 and they can attack with it. It's pretty weird, but I think even like a small thing like this could make the difference in the matchup. Alright, I keep an Enter God Eternal, which is awkward that I have so many Enter God Eternal in this matchup. But it's doing good work. It's definitely doing good work. Can I draw a good card? Thank you, deck. I guess the program Magic Arena was designed so that if opponent draws an Enter God Eternal, you draw the Fairy. It's kind of like how they designed the program, probably. Mango, can you explain me which quest I have to do? Oh, it's written on the bottom. It's written on the bottom what you have to do. Alright, do we win the game? The other -9 is a very powerful one. But I don't think we win the game just yet. Just yet. I'm gonna slow roll this Elder Spell, I think. I'm just gonna play D-Spark. I'm gonna slow roll the Elder Spell. I have big dreams about this Elder Spell. I'll play Liliana and make a token. No. I'm afraid things can go poorly if I do that. I don't know why I'm afraid of that. Actually, yeah, whatever. Let's just play Liliana. I guess I'm afraid that things go poorly because if they kill my zombie, they can kill the Fairy. I could do a disaster if they kill like a zombie, Liliana, the Fairy, la mano de Dios. Alright, they play another Liliana, and that will be the game with the Elders of the Spell. The Elderest of the Spell. Is there a spell that's more Elder than the actual Elder spell? I don't think there is. Right, it's finally time to win with the Liliana emblem. I've never really done it. I'll tell you, Pasta Boy. It's easy. I'll tell you after this game. It's been a while since I've killed my own Planeswalker with the Elder spell. It's probably since the time of Teferone. The time with Teferone, we used to do that the whole time, but now things have changed. Now there's only Liliana. I guess Nicol Bolas does too. Boom! Thank you, TBK King. We had a good match, but Mango wins. So, Pasta Boy, look at this. Look at this now. We finished the game, and we unlock things in the corner here. You see, bing, 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 bing. We got a reward. We're super cool right now. It's 50 XP, which I don't have a clue what that means. I even win a Witch's Over, which might be a sign to play that deck, but I'm not gonna play that deck. You see, if I play the 8th match, I'm gonna get 50 gold. Which is not 7 gold, it's 50 gold. And I've already done my 15 wins until next week. If you get 15 weeks, you get like things. And then here there's like this mastery thing where if you want to spend a bunch of money to get a fox and some extra prize, you can do that. And that's it. This is what happens. Yeah, they're trying to convince me. I agree. Do you know when they put the game on Mac? I don't know that. But I made an article recently saying, oh, we have plans to do that. Which is actually a pretty free thing to say because you don't have to say much. You just to say, you know what? I plan on buying a Ferrari at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I plan to do so. Looking forward to losing with Jayla Ranger again. Oh, in historic? That's nice. 5 color in the Miseraborn, you are welcome to do anything you want. That's the beautiness of the free word. I think Abzan was fine. I wasn't too impressed with it, but it has some powerful draws. Yes, Bunny Knocko was a good idea. Hi Mango, with the ideas to beat suck food. Leyline. Wait, what happened? Did you just get an emoticon of Temple of My Lady? Whatever. Actually, I might have an idea of what was that. You know, guys, what was that? That was the fact that we emblemed Liliana, and our opponent considered it before the emotion ended. So yeah, that happened. You're welcome. Alright, let's make our favorite play of the format of our life, of our standard experience. Turn to Total Ratio. Oh, we're playing as the Black Green deck. I honestly don't think this deck is good. So, it's a very big surprise to me that Siggy won. But I'm also interested in seeing how the match is gonna happen. I really think this is a very good matchup for us. And I don't know actually which are the bad matchup. But then again, Mike Sigrist won the Twitch Rivals and $10,000 with that deck. That's playing currently a 3-mana 5/5 defender. Which, if you ask me, it's not a very good magic card. Andrea Mengucci says Ramen Noodle Boy. Yes, that's me. Is it hard being this good at Magic? Yeah, I mean, it's Magic is a pretty hard game, yes. You have trouble sleeping knowing you slayed countless Planeswalker. No, I'm actually, my sleep is pretty good. I am pretty happy with my sleep schedule. I wish I could sleep some little bit more, but overall, there's people that sleep less. Alright, let's play my favorite card in the game, which is Basilica Bellhound. I discarded a spell, and I have a 3/4 that gives me 3 life. That's what we call 3/1. I'm also gonna chump block this Fulmar Knight. You might be like, Mango, this is not for block. This is a 1/1 death, but you're blocking with 3/4. Yes, but blocking this 1/1 means that this 5/5 will not attack anymore, unless they go Alter Fey and get back the 1/1. Alright. What do we want to do here? It probably doesn't matter what we do. It's just impossible for us to lose this game. Come on. Let's be real. Let's be real, guys. I really don't know what to do. I'll probably just... What do you think if we just throw our cards in the battlefield and see what happens? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna play the spells that I have in my hand and shock myself. I really don't care of killing this card. This card, if you just take care of the 1/1s, it's just innocuous. Is that a word? Innocuous? It's a nice word in Italian. I don't know if it's also a word in English. I'll play the fairy, tapping like a normal person. Actually, The auto-topper was right. I can't top like a normal person because I can't top 2 swamps. Going to bounce my Oath of Kaya and pass the turn with Karma's going up for any 1-1 that's coming. Imagine accompany those beasts by cats. Yeah. But then you just add more like air to your deck, right? It's not that you take like any deck and you add Cut and Cauldron and it becomes a good deck. It could work. Alright, Midnight Reaper. I think I'm going to play Chemistry's Insight here. I need to eat my land drop. Because I want to have like mana, like things up. As well as Tyrant's Court on this. I should have played Temple of Silence, I apologize. The Fairy Bounce Oath of Kaya, definitely. We definitely missed that interaction. It's been a while. Alright, this is a play that I love. Dobbin's Veto, the Low Strike Beast. It's not that, you know, we care too much about it, but it's just funny. It's just funny when it happens. They have 1 card left. What is it? If it's another 1-1, we have the little Murderous Raider for that. Although it's gonna be annoying. Oh, the Murderous Raider might have Fairy. Va bene. Resolve. Then I'm gonna wait until combat phase to kill this Midnight Reaper. Whenever I have to kill a creature, I'd rather do it with Murderous Raider if I'm this high on life total. Why no Narset? Because my mana can't really cast it. I've only had 13 blue sources. I think it's time I cast Liliana, the Dreadlord General. And I'll plus her. If they draw 1-1, they can attack me. If they draw 1-1 and remove this, they go to 1, so that's not lethal. No Tyrant's Court. Yeah, no Tyrant's Court. I wanted to use my mana better. Also, Tyrant's Court can bounce a Murderous Raider later in the game. Alright, they played up on a Kyoga Rankle. They attack me and they trigger that. Probably gonna draw a card. What else? Sacrificing creature. It's not great. My hand is like only good cards here. I just discard a Liliana. This means that if I still kill this Liliana, I don't have much going on. But on the other hand, I just draw so many cards now that it's gonna be fine. Alright, good game. Hello, Dragon. I won the first game, but it was actually pretty easy. Okay, so post Cyborg, we have Ethereal Absolution, which is incredibly powerful in this matchup. Not only they have very few answers to it, but it just shuts down a lot of their deck. Kaya Usurper is fine. They have a Order of Midnight and Find Finality to get back creatures, and they have a bunch of 1-drops. I'm gonna leave Ugin in my sideboard just to have something to tutor with Veil Wishes. I don't know about Noxious Grasp. Gonna board in. Let's see what to cut first. I think I'll cut Crown the Carnarium, and then I'll cut some removal spells, just because I don't want that many of those. Dobbin's Veto is fine. D-Spark can actually go out. Like, of course, there's like a lot of good cards. Like, you saw previous match, we didn't have much to sideboard, and now we have a lot to sideboard. This might mean we sideboard wrong. Yes. Sorry, our sideboard is wrong built. Yes. But also you have to understand that we are a control deck with a lot of removal spells. So basically this means that you have like 70 playable cards in any given creature matchups. Because we just have a variety of removal spell. Like if you draw probably like 5 or 6 of the sideboard cards, they're gonna be fine in this matchup. Remember we have 2 of Veil Wishes in our deck, so it's not that if we have cards in our sideboard, they're out. We'll never see them again, right? I think I want to submit this. I mean, we have enough Wrath effect. And also, Innkeepers, you kind of have to kill it immediately. You can't really wait for them to play more creatures. Esper is good again. You're asking me. Yeah, I think so. We have played it at the Twitch Rivals, so I definitely believed it was a good deck. In the event I didn't do too well, I went 3-3, but I've played against 4 good matchups. I lost every time 2-1. close games. I lost a couple of games for my mana base, which is definitely one of the things why Esper isn't great anymore. This spark is good for questing Mr. Rankle. I don't believe these cards are threatening. There's many ways to answer those. Failed Wishes is fine, I think. You can cast it on turn 2 to block like an Innkeeper or, I don't know, a 2-3 or whatever they want to cast. And later in the game is a very good top deck. Yeah, I agree, Cliff. I think Doom Foretold is a worse version of the deck. Alright, I'm mulligan to 6. We draw Temple of Silence, which is really the best card to draw in this deck. Because while I hate Scrylands in other decks, in this deck I love it. Like, I can't wait for Theros or whatever it's called to come out and just give me the Temple of Deceit and Temple of Enlightenment. So I just play my good old 12 topland mana base, maybe 10 topland mana base, and just get back that Nar set and like the, you know, the good cards that we used to play before in Big Esper. Alright, let's play Watery. Do I have a preference? Yeah, I think I'll play Olive Fountains instead of Swamp. Without Erasure, this is just the best turn to play. No more Veil of Summer to punish me. Alright, this hand is a bunch of things together. I'm definitely not afraid of any of these cards. I'm gonna discard Duress. And I think I'll leave this on top. It's a pretty good card to play, and once I reach the 4th lands threshold, I don't desperately need to find lands anymore. This deck is weird. You basically want to scry lands on top of the deck until you have 4, and then once you have 4, you kind of want to get rid of all of them. Alright, I played a bunch of crappy cards. I will kill the Innkeeper. Despite I have a Kaya's Wrath in my hand, I'm still gonna do this because I don't want my opponent to draw cards. They're currently just mana, I don't know, screwed, whatever they are. If they pay 3 mana to play a 5/5, I don't care if I just used a Tyrant's Corn to kill a Edgewood Keeper. I believe this matchup is very, very, very hard to lose. You never want to say unlosable, but it's just very hard to lose. They're probably gonna concede now. So let's make sure that you can cast Kaya's Wrath whenever you play your land. Yeah, damn Wanga, I'll do that after this game. Actually, after this game, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'll be back and play more of Esper. So if you guys wanna get ready for that, since this game is gonna end pretty soon. Maybe you kill the Innkeepers with Kaya. But then they could have killed my Kaya. Why do you want me to lose the Kaya? Kaya's a good planeswalker. I don't want to lose her. Tyrant's Gordon, just no. Tyrant's Gordon is a removal spell. Kaya's a planeswalker. The only troubles in this game could come from this Garruk. But also looking for 3 more lands. Now 2 more lands to cast it. Alright, I don't fetch because I would love to draw land here. I'll play another Basilica Bellhound. The reason why we play Ritual Suit in the deck is also because we play a couple of Bellhound. My split is like 2 Kaya's Wrath, 1 Ritual of Suit. I think Esper is better than blue-white. I've never really liked blue-white. Blue-white is just too reactive for me. I'm not a fan of counter magic in Magic usually. Of counters in Magic usually. Unless it's Legacy. In Legacy, counter magic are needed if you don't want to play combo. And win. And still win. Okay, my opponent will cantrip 2 times here. We could have played Kaya and get rid of the Innkeeper. But I really wanted to... I think that I'm not going to lose to these things. The card that could have lost to was Garruk, so I'm actually okay in them being forced into cracking the Bellhound. And now, sorry, into discarding that. And now if I draw a land to play Absolution, it's like game over because they just can't attack with this ever. And they, I don't know, just got a Mina Reaper 1/1, that's okay. And Absolution is also great with this because it'll let me attack the Midnight, the Bellhound into their Low Struck Beast. Oh wow, funny enough, they still can attack. I didn't consider that. Alright, well whatever, I'm just easily winning this race. Alright, at Explosion, this was very predictable. Okay. I'll go to the bathroom here, and I'll be back in 1 minute, chat, okay? Alright. Wow, we are only 3 match away from making Mythic. Ooh. Let's be back 1 minute, okay, chat? I'm gonna show the deck and the chair that you're gonna see. Esperone. See you soon. How's the first matchup? Hello, Drazimimi. Congratulations for being invited in the MC7. And to answer your question, how's the first matchup? I think it's just Kai Cavaliers in the Twitch Rivals. It felt very, very easy. It felt very, very good. I think this matchup, this deck problems are the cat decks and its mana base. Probably the second one, it's even better than the first one. Change Castle. Oh yeah, I forgot. Blackmoor MTG. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm gonna just play a top land and pass. There's not much point in just Tyrant scoring you. Just shocking to Tyrant score, and then just Tyrant score something better than it gotta be. Also control? Nah, we just play Splash Blue as well. No, Doom, I did not watch that event. I was actually playing Legacy during Twitch Rivals. I was enjoying a good old Legacy League with Sultai Delver with a friend and actually went 5-0. So that was great. I'm gonna play Oath of Kaya. Just having an Oath of Kaya chilling into play. Thoughts on main deck Spyglass. I hate Spyglass. I would never play Spyglass. Definitely not in main deck. I hate Spyglass because it's not a proactive threat. If they don't draw the card that you want to kill, it's not good. If they draw removals before it, they can just decide what to do when. So this is the reason why I dislike the card Sorcerer Spyglass. Does anyone have a link to the Abzan Cat with Doom Foretold? I think so. Doom, what was the outcome for the Twitch Rivals decks? You only own 1 Lily. Yeah, you could definitely play Ugin instead. Or the other card that you could play is Command the Dreador. Sorry, for some reason I didn't know how to name cards. Okay, I'm gonna pass the turn and just Tyrant score this Blacklands Paragon. I think their hand is just red cards, which is a very common thing in that deck. Because as we said multiple times, that deck mana base is very bad, and sometimes the field is going to be playing as mono black. But this was the turn 4, so they clearly have like cards they can't cast in hand. You messed up. Maybe it was Twitch Rivals. Yeah. Alright, please spawn a Mayhem. They're resolved very quickly. I'm gonna go Thought Erasure and then Mortify. Or I was right, they're playing mono black. Sorry, I was wrong, I meant. I'm gonna discard Order of Midnight. And I'm gonna leave that on top. And then I'm going to play a Mortify my turn, so that I don't take a damage from a Spawn Mayhem. I go to 12. The player Regisor, that is okay. We're gonna play with it a little bit by making them discard a card in upkeep. And then I will Tyrant's Coronet. Yep. We could have won for Kaya's Wrath for sure, but I wanted to use my mana as this way this turn. I also wanted I wanted them to discard a card. Alright. Oh, is there Mayday? Yeah. Time passes. Time flies, I would say. Alright. I don't have to vary my hand. I'm gonna go Kaya's Wrath. Tapping like this. And then I'm going to play my land. And then the Failed Wishes will take over the game, I think. I'll fetch too thin my deck. Although now I'm gonna draw Fabled Passage. Probably. Okay, I'm on 10, so I need to find an answer for that thing. I don't even know if there's one. Oh, there is. There is. So let's play Fail of Wishes. Or Granted. There's the Vow Decree. That's like the most efficient one, probably. That's only that, so yeah, we have to take that. So let's go to Vow Decree. Scrying. Land to the bottom, spell to the top. I'm not gonna play... I mean, I can't play anything, but you have to make a plan too, just to get this back. How do you feel about the mono white Lee played? It's a very much Lee Shitian deck, yeah. I'm not a fan of these kind of decks, but I'm glad he wins with them. I actually got paired against Lee Shitian on the ladder, and with the Esperone, it's pretty easy. Alright, let's go Thought Erasure. So I'm planning on discarding their Rotting Regizor. Blacklands Paragon is interesting. I'm still gonna play Veil of Wishes here. From the Exile Zone. And now, if they attack me, and they play Blacklands Paragon to save this, or they just want to explode. Alright, the game wasn't over, but we had total control over the game here. Again, I feel very good about this matchups, like matchups against aggro decks. In general, I just feel very good with this deck about everything that's not cat food. Or my mana base, as I said. Or Arena Connection. Thank you, Mazda. Alright, let's put in Oath of Kaya. Oh, yeah. Client. Okay. Ethereal Absolution, Kaya, Cry, Devout Decree, and Disfigure. Alright, I'll cut Chemistry's Insight, Liliana's, Thought Erasures, and that's 59 cards. So a lot of 3-drops that I have. I did that 2 cheap cards though. Time Wipe. I like Time Wipe in the sideboard. It's not a particularly good Wrath, and I have Failed Wishes. So very often what you do is just you play Failed Wishes and you get a Time Wipe. Exactly. Mayday, I got it. My metagame statements have a 24-hour expiration date. That's exactly what it is. Alright, playing as mono black. They have like a lot of discard spells. Why do I have Dovin's Vader in my deck? Alright, let's have a couple of Thought Erasure them. This spark seems pretty bad. I guess I should keep all the Thought Erasures, even though I really don't like Thought Erasure against aggro decks. Yeah, MTG Goldfish is very on point in their deck list. TCG deck is also nice. Oh, wow, my hand is nuts. Yeah, this pack eats those 2 things, that's true. But we already have like a lot of ways to hit those 2 things. And the worst thing to happen for Esper control deck is to draw a spell and not make them fine. Like, what does this mean? This deck is not a very efficient deck sometimes. You just flood or mana screw, stuff like that. So you need to have your good cards to actually be good. If you can understand what I mean. Alright, this Knight of Diablo Legion will be a 2-3 next turn, probably. So what I'm going to do here is playing a Watery Grave untapped and pass the turn to play Tyrant's Corner on this Knight of Diablo Legion. Yeah, regardless of what they do, probably. You know what? Actually, I'll take a damage here because if they do nothing, all right. So how do we want to play this turn? I don't want to shock myself anymore. I think. No, I will. All right, I have a play here. It's not pretty, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna bounce the spawn on my him. I'm gonna shock myself and play Crowd the Carnarium. Why I'm doing this? My opponent led off with a castle, so they clearly drew Swamp. Okay, so they don't have Swamp in hand, so they cannot recast this. Okay, that is why I chose to make this play. Bounce to cry. Exactly, that's what I did do. Do you think Dexter sleeping so far is still affected by Alcoban? Probably, yeah, there could be one. There could be one. Right, my hand though is very strong. Although opponent's gonna take Ethereal Absolution here 100%, and then we're just gonna. Oh, they did not. I guess they have more Dispel spells. Ooh, Fail Wishes. This is perfect in a game like this. Alright, Rankle triggers. If I'll discard a card, I'll discard an island here. Then I'll play Oath of Kaya, shoot that. And then I'm ready with Devout Decree on the spawn of my him. Alright, they played our card. I have 0 cards in hand currently. Getting punished for having kept the Ethereal Absolution. But again, I'm used to play this deck and be very afraid of just not being able to have win cons. They draw Duress, but that's okay since we drew a second Absolution. Cat, I hear you. I hear you, Cat. Alright. Let's play Fail of Wishes. Let's get a... I have a lot of choices. Probably gonna get Chemist's Insight here. I could have got a land to cast Absolution next turn, but how am I losing the game if I get Chemist's Insight? Whereas if I get land and they draw Thought Erasure, or whatever, they discard my Absolution. I guess I can lose like this. Yeah, that was maybe too greedy. Yeah. I did not expect them to have all these cards. Oh, vaffanculo, vaffanculo, vaffanculo. It's left on top of all of the Fountain to cast this, but I ended up drawing this figure. I mean, honestly, I didn't think about how I tapped, because the auto tapper did it. I take a lot of damage now, Paul. Oh, yeah. Hopefully they don't pump it 2 times. Okay. I can easily lose this game now. That's pretty impossible to think of it. Like last turn where opponent had nothing and we had... Alright, now I think I have to Kaya's Wrath here. If I don't Kaya's Wrath, things go not great. They draw 3 cards. I guess I should have disfigured first. Alright, I'm playing super badly. I'm very sorry, guys. I'll play better from now on. I should have disfigured the Reaper first and then Kaya's Wrath. Alright. Alright, so they duress me. I still have this Absolution that I was never able to cast it since I'm on 5 lands forever. I said on how I didn't want to get lands with Failed Wishes because I would have eventually draw lands, but I ended up just never drawing lands, which is pretty funny. Alright, this card might disfigure. I draw Kaya, which is awful. I'll play Bellhound. I'm probably losing this. This is incredible. This is unreal if I lose this game. List. Deck list. That's the command. It's the Cardboard Live deck list. If I attack with both, I'm blocking the Reaper. If I attack only with the Rotting Regisaur, This is 6-5, it's a 4-5. I'm not gonna block here. The return though gotta be though. Do I have any out? I don't think so. I guess I have a breath out now. Alright, it's very good when the player that plays badly loses the game. It's very, very good when that happens. It's pretty bad when it happens to you, but happens to in the game. No, when it still attacks with two things, I'm on 2 life. Oh, it's very, very good when your opponent loses the game. Yeah, that's probably the best. Probably the best outcome of a game of Magic. Alright, time wiping my sideboard might look awful. But on the other hand, I could see myself going Fail of Wishes for that. Can I see that? Probably not. You know what? I'm fine with this. I am fine with this. Actually, we're really to win games because I'm 3 matches away from Mythic, so. Alright, I'll keep this hand. I'll bottom a... Probably a Fail of Wishes. I think so, right? I think it's too early. Granted at a 2 mana... Should I go keep 6? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna bottom an Oath of Kaya, actually. Yeah. Because I... Fail of Wishes blocks a bunch of things, and it's like okay late game. Yeah, I know Zodibok, but I don't worry about my plays. It's important to point them out to the chat so that they learn. Alright, I discarded Teferi again. The opponent really hates Teferi. I'm gonna play a top lane here. I don't need to shock myself to play 1-4. I think I will play 1-4 now. I have really nothing to do, so. They could have a 3-1, like the Blacklands Paragon. And that's why we play Fail. It's why I kept Fail Wishes with my Mulligan decision. Because Fail Wishes basically counters a Blacklands Paragon, Gather Bone stuff. I hope so as well, Uniballer. Twitch Trials was won by Mike Segrist on Black Green Adventure. I'll pass the turn. Opponent knows they have Tyrant's Court, but I also have a 1-4, so I can just block it. This way, they can play like a Blacklands Paragon to give this Death Touch, and at that point, I'll kill the Reap. Spawn on my him. Okay, I'm still gonna kill the Reaper, just so that... I don't know why. Just because I have 2 mana and time to cast it. Alright, that was an okay draw. Island on top is pretty bad, actually. I'll bottom it. It might be crazy to bottom a land when you're mana screwed on 2, but the island doesn't let us cast Bellhound. It only lets us cast Oath of Kaya, and our deck is 26 lands. I did not see that, Codsbow. Alright, gotta walk my cat upstairs. 3 seconds, I'll be back. Alright, and I got punished for bottoming that island by drawing Teferi. Because if I draw an island here, drawing Teferi later would have been okay. We might get to 6, make up a 2-lander. That was fine. Alright, I still think I'm super in this game. Maybe not great, but I think I'm in this game. Mina Reaper, that's fine. I would love to draw land. Oh wow, I got super punished because the island could have cast basically all these 3 cards. This is how I feel often goes with this deck. You you have good matchups against random aggro decks, but sometimes your deck kinda fails you, let's say. That's fine, it's not the end of the world. I take 10 down to 3 and then I have no outs, I think. So it is actually the end of the world. Alright, good game. Yeah, but we throw away game 2, so it's fine. It's fine. We'll play better the next one. Ah yeah, now we, I don't know how it does work. If we stay on Diamond Tier 1,